Well, Geoff, here you go back in Vegas, big T-Mobile Arena, big spot. I mean, is this still, a big energy for you? Get you nervous or anything? Or is this just kind of business as usual for you at this point?
Yeah, business as usual. I like fighting in arenas. This adds the element of excitement. This is I didn't train 13 years out of my life to fight here in the Apex. I want to fight in arenas around the crowd. That's what I do.
Yeah, fair enough. I know you were supposed to go in January. I guess what can you share about kind of what pushed it back and what it took for you to be ready now?
Just an injury. I don't want to disclose it, but something happened. I could have fought, but it was wiser just to push it back. And it's actually perfect. Being on the card with John Jones, Valentina, it worked out perfect for me.
Was it hard for you to make that call to push it back? Are you kind of stubborn like that? Or?
My coach made me do it. I was going to fight, but he was like, "No, we're going to push it back."
Fair enough. Even though you pushed it back, though, you said, "Hey, I'm willing to keep this matchup together." So I guess what was it about this fight that you said, "Hey, let's go ahead and keep this one together"?
He kept on chirping on Twitter, like playing me like I was scared of him or something. And I was like, there's no fighter in the UFC that's scared of another fighter. And if somebody is, they need to retire. But he kept on doing it on Twitter, and I was like, if this is what you want, let's go.
I love it. Lastly, for me, as you said, a lot of people high on this guy. 16-0, all finishes, et cetera, et cetera. Break it down. What do you see? I mean, is there anything, like you said, nobody's scared, but is there anything about this guy that you have to be concerned about, or are people blowing him up too much?
That's to be determined. I don't know how good he really is. From what I watch, he's a good fighter. But I've beaten good fighters too. So we're just gonna see on Saturday, see what the hype's about. I want to see who this unstoppable Shavkat is.
Geoff, over here. Obviously, you mentioned Shavkat, and John did too, like 16 wins, 16 finishes. What are his opponents, or what is he doing so well that, like, even like a Neil Magny, who's a guy that's known for even just making it to the scorecards, that he can just put him away, unlike most people?
From what I've seen, he has a good ground and pound. If he gets you on your back, he has a real good top control. But in this fight, I don't see him putting me on my back. So it's going to be a different type of fight. He's going to have to grind it out. We're going to be on the feet. We're going to have like a lot of clinch up positions, and he's going to have to work for it.
And obviously, a lot of people think like he could be fighting for the title soon in like other people above you too. But you've beaten guys like Santiago and Bilal and Luque and all these guys. Do you think people are overlooking you when they're talking about like, oh, who should be fighting for the title soon?
Yeah, for sure. I'm 7-2, and like all my finishes or all my wins, I'm beating these dudes up, and it's like easy, no competition. And I just feel like people just look past me, and then some new guy comes in, racks up some wins, some finishes, and now he's the next biggest thing, So I'm ready to take that shine from him.
Have they added you to the game yet?
No. And at this point, don't add me to the game. It's kind of disrespectful. I've been fighting in this promotion for 8 years, or not 8 years, since 2018. And they still haven't added me to the game. I don't want to be in it now.
So would you tell them not when the new game comes out? Would you be like, just don't even bother?
I don't want it. Yeah.
Hey, Geoff, right here. You told me when we spoke in December, I think, about this fight that you feel it can be an easy win for you, and a lot of people kind of reacted strongly to that. Are you still bringing that level of confidence into this?
Hell yeah, that's for sure. He's a tough dude, but I've beat tough dudes before, and I can make it look easy again.
Who do you think wins between Usman and Edwards coming up?
Usman. Unless Leon comes and changes his game plan and doesn't get pressed against the cage the whole fight. We'll see.
Is there one of those guys you'd rather fight for a title?
Either one. It doesn't matter. Whoever has the belt, I'll fight him.
Thank you.
Geoff, over here. You had a chance to glance at the betting odds going into this fight?
No.
No? But do you feel like you're being disrespected a bit just with, what you've accomplished? Jose just mentioned some of the wins you've had. Do you feel like the odds makers and the betting public needs to take a closer look at that?
I really don't care. I don't bet. I fight. So somebody's going to get their parlay fucked up on Saturday.
How much confidence do you have coming off that win over Vicente Luque, where you dominated the fight, you finished him? How much are you still riding off that going into this fight?
I forgot about it. It's new month, new year, new opponent. That's in the past. I don't even think about it.
Just one more thing on the past, though. Do you feel like people maybe don't look at the health issues that you had in some of those fights? The Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight, prime example, where you felt like maybe you weren't 100%. Do you feel like maybe that's why you're not getting the respect you're getting going into this fight?
Yeah, I guess so. And that is an overlooked part. Like, you know what I mean? I've literally almost died 2 months before I fought the best striker in the UFC. You know what I mean? So it's just wild that people forget about that and like the shit I had to go through. You know what I mean? Congestive heart failure. You know what I mean? My kidneys shutting down and shit. I still stepped up and fought 2 months after that. But it is what it is.
Are you still having any lingering health issues from that, or are you 100% good now?
I'm 100% good.
Cool. Thanks, Geoff.
Jeff, over here. Over here.
Over here.
Over here.
Where? Oh, okay.
Here we go,
I
here
see
we go,
now.
here we go.
What's up, bro?
You mentioned being excited on the same card as John Jones. Let's talk about that main event fight. Who do you have winning that one?
I don't know. I haven't seen John in a long time, and I haven't seen him fight at heavyweight. You know what I mean? So this I can't get a good judge on who's going to win because I just haven't seen John fight at that level, like at that weight class. So I'm excited to see though.
Hey, Jeff, way in the back. Is there something you would say is just clicking in these last few performances because fans really feel like you've really just leveled up? Or is it just simply the health is doing better and you've been able to perform more to the level you always were?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my first 5 fights in the UFC, they're pretty good. They were solid. You know, had what 5 fights, 4 finishes. You know, and then I fell off after that health thing, and now I'm feeling healthy. My focus is back, and I'm ready to make another run at this shit.
When you see a guy in Bilal Muhammad that you got a win over, and now he's obviously on a roll, is that one that you're like, hey, if this is going to happen, it might be with high stakes, belt, title shot, something like that you would revisit that one?
I mean, I would. Him and my coach, they're really cool. So the only way I'm gonna fight him again is if it's a must fight. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at him as a future opponent, and hopefully I don't have to fight him because I don't want to ruin like any kind of like a friendship or whatever him and my coach have. But he's not my friend, so I'll fight him any day.
I get that. Just objectively then, do you feel like he's going to be the guy who gets like a Colby Covington in his next fight in the division?
Who knows? It's about what the fans want to see. If the fans want to see that, then it's going to happen. If not, then he's not getting it.
Thank you.
Jeff, down here. Where do you think a win over Shavkat's going to put you in potentially the title talks?
I feel like it should put me right up there, you know, and especially if I get him out of there easy, like I plan on doing. There's like how are people going to deny me, or they'll find a reason to deny me. Just like after I fought Luque, now Luque sucks all of a sudden, even though he's supposed to knock me out. We'll see. I don't even know.
And do you think this stage will also be like the biggest test for him mentally as well? This is the biggest stage he's been on John Jones' card. I know he fought in Abu Dhabi, but the eyes of the world are literally on this card.
Yeah, you're talking about Shavkat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he handles pressure really well. You know what I mean? He always has this like calm demeanor. So I feel like it's just going to be another fight for him too.
Hey, Jeff over here. You said earlier you hadn't paid attention to the betting odds. You're a pretty sizable underdog in this fight. I'm just kind of curious, like, how do you see yourself winning this one? I'd like to make some money myself.
I see myself winning by, I see it by finish. You know what I mean? First or second round, I feel like I'm too strong, too powerful for him, too quick, and it's going to wear on him. Done? Okay.